Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the 144,000. I'm the brother Damar Gabar here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. All right, and I got this article from the People's Voice titled German Police Launch Dawn Raids to Arrest Citizens Over Offensive Social Media Posts. You see, and it's getting more and more draconian over there in the UK as this devil is losing the narrative, as, they're looking to, ultimately shut down any form of speech that's so-called offensive. Basically anything that's, exposing the fraud, the corruption, and the wickedness of the powers that be. These devils are taking it to a whole new level to get particular individuals, off social media posts, because basically these devils are being exposed at such a level that they're taking it to more and more draconian levels to control the narrative, man, and ultimately to put fear into the people, because hey, these devils are getting ready to bring in this new world order. And one of the things that these devils are going to have in this new world order is you're not going to have the right to free speech. You're not going to have the right to voice your opinion or to critical think, and then have the audacity to use critical thinking and then go on social media and post, and to post, what you've see, and what and basically be able to call out the bullshit, and this is going to ultimately strike fear into all the people, basically to be in a dystopian, future to where, it's just the way that they're going to be able to control the behavior of the people in the near future before they bring in this beast system. They're already prepping these people to be in that, watch what you say, and, know your place, and don't have an opinion, and, just do what you're told, basically obey. You see? So I figure they're getting these people prepped and ready now before, the beast system is already implemented, so that they'll be easier to control. These people are already going to know what time it is over there in places like in the UK and in Europe. And eventually it's going to be like this here in America. Don't get it twisted, because you got Trump and Musk, and they're acting as if they're free speech advocates, and they're doing all this, restructuring of the system. People should have free speech, and you can do all this and do all that. Just know, when they fully implement this MOTB system, this, this whole digital system, and, social credit scores and all this shit, hey, it's going to be the same way here and the States pretty soon. All right. You're going to be attacked for your speech. You're going to be, put in your place if you're getting out of pocket, if you're saying things that go against what they deem to be mis or disinformation, or what they deem to be speech that can incite riots, or that could rally the people, or that could, get the people thinking. And if they find it offensive, and if they find it to be, something that could rally the people to buck up against, how badly they're being oppressed, man, hey, you are going to be a target. You are going to be attacked. You're going to be dealt with. You see, it's just more of these devils, bringing in more of this draconian system. All right. And this is Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. You see, this devil knows he has but a short time to really get the people in a position that he wants them to be, especially, them being able to control, how you talk, what you post, and how you move on this earth, man, is going to have to be very regulated and very controlled. And there's going to have to be severe punishment for anybody that's moving or doing things that go outside of, the new system that they're trying to build, man. And Germany is just showing you just how draconian it can get. It says, before sunrise, dozens of heavily armed police teams stormed homes across Germany, not to seize weapons, drugs, or dangerous criminals, but to hunt down citizens accused of posting offensive comments online. All right. And what is this? And what is this? This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 20. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off, that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. You see? So what is the snare that they're reproving for? What is the snare or the trap that they're preparing for people that what is it? The snare that they're setting for him that reproveth in the gate, for him that has an opinion outside of the mainstream narrative, for him exposing the corruption and the bullshit that's taking place inside of these European places, is what? They're going to hunt down citizens accused of posting offensive comments. So if you're posting things that they seem to be, that they deem to be out of pocket and out of line, you are going to be hunted and arrested and thrown in prison or fined or worse. You see? And like I said, when they bring in this new digital beast system, man, hey, they'll restrict your travel. They'll shut off your microchip where you can't buy or sell at that particular moment. They'll lock you into your home to where you can't do anything. No travel. They could make it to where your children can't go to school. You can lose your job. You won't be able to board a plane, get on the train, or even exist, man. You see, this is how draconian and how dangerous it's getting inside of around this earth, and it's gonna be like this in America pretty soon. Wait till civil war racks up. Wait till all hell breaks loose here in this society. It's gonna be the same type of draconian laws being put in place. Here in the States, and they're gonna bring in this new digital beast system to where you're gonna be completely oppressed and enslaved to it. It says, in a dystopian display of state overreach, authorities are now treating mean tweets like serious crimes. But here it is over there in the UK. You got all type of migrants raping the hell out of women. The financial system is collapsing. That place is spiraling literally out of control. But the only thing they're really worried about is, raising the alarm about free speech over there in Germany. You see? So, hey, they're letting you know where things are headed. It says, while prosecutors argue that Germany's constitution protects free speech, just not hate speech, the line between the two has become dangerously vague, right? Because eventually it's going to be whatever the hell they say is hate speech. They're going to deem it hate speech, and it might not even be hate speech. But let's look at what they're going to constitute as that. It says, under German law, speech that could incite hatred. Remember they were saying the same thing when Biden was in office here? They was moving in the same direction, especially during the whole the C-19er. All of our pages were getting taken down. People were being canceled. People was losing their jobs. Doctors was losing their licenses because they were, basically exposing the corruption and the lies that the powers that be were telling. You see, it says, or be considered insulting is criminalized. So now over there, you can't even insult somebody. If you say something that they deem to be insulting or mean, hey, they're going to come and grab you up. It says, leaving many citizens shocked to learn that their online opinions are illegal. You see? And this is a part of the New World Order, man. Your opinion is not going to be needed. Your opinion is not going to be valued. Your opinion is going to be illegal to even spread it on social media, or even if you're walking out on the streets, even if you're talking to somebody at the bus stop, or you're talking to a neighbor, you're talking to your family. Hey, if these devils catch wind of the shit that you're saying that they're deemed to be hate speech or illegal speech, hey, they're going to come and grab your ass up, man. You're going to have to answer for that. You see? It says they don't think it was illegal. And they say, no, that's my free speech, explains State Prosecutor Mathis Fink. And we say, no, you have free speech as well, but it also has limits. Unlike in the U.S., where even inflammatory speech is protected, well, that's going to be a thing of the past. All right. Like I said, especially when they bring in this new beast system, your constitutionally protected rights, those things are going to be done away with when they bring in this new beast system under Donald Trump and Elon Musk and the new government these devils are bringing in. It says German authorities are aggressively prosecuting online comments in the name of protecting democracy. In reality, critics argue they are eroding it, treating digital insults as criminal acts while silencing dissent under the guise of civility. You see, and that's ultimately what they're doing, and they're getting the people so used to this that before they really bring in this, this new system, this new world order. These people are already going to be prepped and primed and put in their place. Now we know not everybody is going to fall into this. We know it's going to cause what? More chaos, more protests, civil war, and seditions. You see, but this is exactly what these elites want. They want to bring the order out of the chaos. They want to do things that are so just ridiculously and stupid that the people, take it to them so that they can lock things down. They can pass executive orders and they could, lock shit down in a major way so that they could force this system upon the people. It says prosecutor Fink, Savina, whatever, and Frank Michael Law explained that German law criminalizes spreading malicious gossip and sharing fake quotes. Even reposting something the government declares fake news can be considered a crime. The punishment for sharing so-called fake news can include jail time for repeat offenders, but in most cases, a judge issues a heavy fine and confiscates the offender's personal property in the form of smartphones and computers, you see? So these devils is taking it there. It says to build their cases, investigators scour social media and use public and government data. Lou says sometimes social media companies will provide information to prosecutors, but not always, so the task force employs special software investigators to help unmask anonymous users. Right. And pretty soon it's going to be artificial intelligence. It was artificial generative intelligence. This new beast system will be in place to where it's going to be monitoring and putting up investigations and sending out, the police or these robots or, whatever to go and to, get at these offenders and these criminals, man. They're going to have a case already built about you. See, this is why, they're already tracking and monitoring everything that you put on social media, all your pages, all your YouTube pages, the pages that you like, the shit that you watch, and they're already building a case upon a lot of people. So at the time when they really want to just come down with that great wrath, they're going to already have cases built on each and every last one of us, especially the prophets and the men of Yahweh Shem Shai. We know scriptures tell us that, there's going to be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. We know that these devils are building cases upon us, and eventually, some of us are going to be visited for, for this word and for this truth. You see? It says some critics argue that Germany's aggressive policing of online speech risks echoing the oppressive tactics of the past, drawing unsettling parallels to the surveillance state of 80 years ago when citizens lived in fear of their words being monitored and weaponized against them by an authoritarian regime. Well, that's exactly what they're doing. And that's what I just read here in this Isaiah the 29th chapter. All right. They're going to make you an offender for a word, and they're going to lay that snare for him that reproveth in the gate, so that they could put you in fear, so that you don't speak out, so that you don't call out the bullshit, so that you don't buck up and get out of line. All right. And this is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. You see? So, and now they're, like I said, they're putting these things into law. Even though, it says supposedly you have free speech over there in Germany, but, they're putting loopholes and they're putting gray areas in there to where, they're telling you, yeah, you have the right to speak. But hey, if we deem it to be inciting riots or distasteful or insulting, hey, then guess what? We have the power to come and visit you, to lock you away, to confiscate your property, to make it to where you can't have an opinion or go online unless you play by our rules, unless you say the things that we deem to be respectful and agreeable. If not, people are going to be on edge. You're going to be afraid to type. You're going to be afraid to say what you're really thinking. And they showed you this in a lot of these dystopian type movies, but now they're bringing it to reality. It says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Right. They're going to rob your ass, man, ultimately of your freedom, of your property, and eventually of your life. Because, hey, we know in this new world order, man, hey, they're going to have certain crimes and certain penalties that's going to be unto putting you back, sending you back into the spirit world. You see? And this is where all things are headed here in this society. It's getting worse and worse. This is Amos 5:10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speak uprightly. You see? It says, for as much therefore as your treading is upon the poor, and ye take from him burdens of wheat. Right. Then they say they're going to confiscate your property, take what you have. And then that new, eventually it's going to get to the point to where, hey, they're going to start confiscating whole homes, man, cars, buildings. Houses, whatever you have is going to be confiscated if they deem you to be that much of a troublemaker. It says, ye have built houses of hewn stone, but ye shall not dwell in them. Ye have planted pleasant vineyards, but ye shall not drink for them. Which we know this is talking about, what came unto Israel, but we can see that Esau is coming in this same spirit, you see, and they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. It says, Amos 5:10 in the NOT, it says, how you hate honest judges, how you despise people who tell the truth. You see, and this is what these devils are showing you and what they're trying to do. They're doing this already in a lot of these, like in Australia, it's the same way. Now they're doing over there in Germany. It's going to be over there in the EU and Europe. And even that dude, JD Vance, was just over there. I forgot who he was talking to, those NATO people. Even he was telling them, you guys are doing too much with this free speech shit. You need to ease up on it, which it's all cap anyway, because they're going to do the same thing here in the States once they bring in this new beast system. But the difference is they're just going to use AI and artificial intelligence, to do the same damn thing. But they're just giving the people here in America this glimmer of hope that, this is the golden age and America is back, and we're going to do it the right way and get things back to how it used to be, which that is all a lie and that's all bullshit. They know they're bringing in this dystopian, nightmarish prison system here in the States as well, man. But they're just acting as if they're moving in a different direction than the rest of these European countries. But we know that the result is going to be the same all over the place, man. It says the question remains, who gets to decide where those boundaries lie and how long before this protection turns into outright control? Because that's what it's ultimately all about. Total outright control that these elites want to have over you people, and bring in this oppressive system to where everything that you do, how much resources you can have, where you can travel, what you can do, how much you can have of this, how much you can't have of that. They want to have complete and total control over every aspect of every human person on this planet, man. But this is the goal, and this is where things are headed, whether you people want to believe it or not, man. So that was pretty much it. Just showing you that, hey, just how crazy and crazier is going to get out here as we get closer into the end of this thing. So with that, Lord willing, you were edified. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit of me to do this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. Shalom.